Welcome back. Welcome back. You made Diamond K in the morning on the allnewradioandfire.com. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. So we're going to be talking about Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp and some laws that he recently signed, some bills that he recently signed. Without any public notification from his office, Governor Brian Kemp last week quietly gave his approval to a new law allowing state leaders to set up committees that could raise money during the General Assembly session while lobbyists are trying to get their legislation passed. So this bill gives big money donors more impact on key races. Not a good thing. Not a good thing unless you're a big money donor. To the average Georgian, this is not a good thing. But Governor Kemp is not someone that is overly concerned with Georgians, per se. Senate Bill 221 was pushed by the Republican majority, opposed by Democrats, and also allows new committees backing Kemp's reelection and those of legislative leaders to raise and spend unlimited contributions from donors. Essentially, they're circumventing current limits on how much individuals, special interests, and businesses can give to a candidate. So you see what's going on here. There is not going to be any limits on spending. There would not be a contribution limit. Governor Kemp is going to be running for re-election. And no word yet on if Stacey Abrams is going to face him. Hopefully she will. Governor Kemp is also set to repeal Georgia's 1863 citizens arrest law. Right? A Civil War era law which allows Georgians to perform a citizen's arrest to be repealed by Governor Kemp. Signed House Bill 479 today at the state capitol. The General Assembly approved the repeal of Georgia's citizens arrest law in the spring, earlier in the spring, in March. Kemp and state lawmakers have been pushing for the repeal for nearly a year following the death of Ahmaud Arbery in that shocking video. That shocking video circulating months later. The governor was joined by a bipartisan group of legislators, advocacy organizations, and members of Ahmaud Arbery's family for this. Of course, you know that the three men charged with murder in the Arbery case invoked the current citizens arrest law as their defense. Last week, a trial date was officially set with a jury selection scheduled to begin October 18th for these three accused murderers. Kemp said during the signing ceremony that he was proud to sign the bill while also protecting every Georgian's sacred right to defend their person and property. After the tragic killing of Ahmaud Arbery, we knew that action was needed to ensure an antiquated Civil War era statute could not be used to justify rogue vigilantism in the Peach State, Governor Kemp said. Governor Kemp is a piece of work. He is a piece of work. He also signed a law aimed at blocking defund the police efforts in larger Georgia cities and counties, saying that it was unfair to condemn and demonize police officers. Oh, no. What? We can't do that, right? The Republican governor signed that bill on Friday. So he signed that bill on Friday. This bill today. The Republican governor says that the law would limit government's ability to cut police funding by more than 5% a year. Atlanta and Athens Clarke County officials had last year debated, but ultimately rejected plans to cut or redirect spending following the racial injustice protests. But Governor Kemp wanted to make sure that he put his what you call John Hancock on the bill. Just tuning in, Dami K in the morning on the allnewradioandfire.com. Here on the program, we deliver the biggest political and trending news stories of the day with interviews and original reporting from across the country, emanating from our studios in Atlanta and Baltimore. The show is fun, show is upbeat, but also want to expose what is really happening in this country. Radio on Fire is Black Voices giving you the American story. New episodes of the program drop weekdays, 8 a.m., but I don't want you to miss any of our live broadcasts. In addition to our 8 a.m. program, we drop content throughout the day as news happens, so hit that notification bell so you get an alert whenever we go live, and we go live often. I mean, news is happening often, so there is a lot to talk about always. Later on tonight, 7 p.m., the RTV radio show here on radioonfire.com, the all-new radioonfire.com. You can check that out. Angie Winder, Brother Nance are going to be joined by a mother and son team, co-authors of the book Doing Time with My Son. They're going to tell a very inspiring story. You can check that out live on Radio on Fire, 7 p.m. or on demand, of course, radioonfire.com. Also on youtube.com/DJ Diamond K, all powered by OFN News. Anywhere you get podcast, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, WRF Radio, radioonfire.com. You can get the program. As always, thank you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. And as I said, we are talking about news as it happens. And there is so much going on. Colorado police are still trying to find a motive in that mass shooting that happened Colorado Springs on Mother's Day. Still trying to find out what's going on with that. Watchdog says that Capitol Police were deficient in monitoring threats. No surprise there. The pipeline hit by the cyber attack could be back by week's end. There was a cyber attack. That is the new way that things are being done. But the operators of a major U.S. pipeline was hit by a cyber attack, and it said today that it hopes to have most service restored by the end of the week. The Colonial Pipeline offered this update after revealing that it had halted operations because of a ransomware attack that is linked to some kind of criminal gang. Ransomware attack on the pipeline, which the company says delivers roughly 45% of fuel consumed on the East Coast, raised concerns that supplies of gasoline, jet fuel, and diesel could be disrupted in parts of the region if this disruption continues. So at the moment, they say that there is no fuel shortage. The Colonial Pipeline transports gasoline and other fuels through 10 states between Texas, New Jersey, and everywhere in between. Colonial is in the process of restarting portions of its network. It's a vast network. It said yesterday that its main pipeline remained offline, but that some smaller lines were still operational. The company has not said exactly when the pipeline is going to restart. In response to this attack, the Biden administration has loosened some regulations for the transport of petroleum products on highways as part of the all-hands-on-deck effort to avoid disruptions in the fuel supply. So this attack on this Colonial Pipeline network could exacerbate, the upward pressure on its prices. Prices could rise if this is not resolved. So we're definitely going to be following that. If you're on the East Coast like I am, you are watching this and you're thinking, my goodness, I do not need gasoline prices to go up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, at The Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. Get breaking news, adult conversations covering topics that are important to Black culture. Visit radioonfire.com for our original radio, podcast, and TV programs. The all-new radioonfire.com. You want to support Diamond K in the Morning? Very easy to do that. I'm able to deliver our news and our views on Diamond K in the Morning because of our listeners, sponsors, and, of course, your donations. Diamond K in the Morning is powered by the people, and we need and love your support. You can visit radioonfire.com/donate to make a one-time donation, or radioonfire.com/join to become a member of our VIP club. As always, thank you for listening, tuning in, and I will see you guys a little bit later.